Okay, I think this thing is on. Hey you everybody, I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Copy Studio. Let's do stuff. I'm an artist. I draw frogs. That's the introduction. And today, what we're doing is, well, we're working on animating this Santa frog. Here, this guy. Let's see. Make sure my stuff is working. I need to have 4 frames of him. This will be the first frame. So I think what I need to do is export him as is. Okay, I think that's what we need. So let's do... Do I want a JPEG? No. No. We want PNG to preserve the opacity. And then what do I want you? Here. Head. Everything's fine. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is let's see, I'll open up my folder here for it. This is the original animations to animate my little frog in the corner. I don't know what I did. I think I was gonna put him in a coffee cup originally. I think that's why I have these. Yeah, that was gonna be a third coffee mug he was gonna be sitting in. In fact, here, I had that open. I was going through a couple of things as I was trying to figure out how this Beato2 thing works. It's the app that I use for, you know, for doing this little PNG model on the left. And it kind of hides the stuff inside of it. It doesn't have like a folder where you can like actually get to anything. It hides everything, so I had to open up a folder, a separate folder, and like make sure I had copies of everything just to make sure, because I can't like look inside it and check. What is this that keeps, is something still doing weird stuff over here? Okay, I thought I saw something happening in the corner down here. Maybe it's just my eye. Okay, so let's okay, this is exported, and then we'll go back to regular. Then, oh, here we go. And now I'll show you over here. This is the one, I had found this while I was doing this. This was the one when I was starting to work on the idea of putting him in a coffee mug. Sort of a mock-up, which we could still do eventually. I have other frog models prepared already. I just never animated them. Let's see if I can find... See, I did create a folder within the ViaroTube app, but it hides the things in it. It's weird. It's so freaking weird. But I was able to create a folder within it to store my models. That way they would all be kept together. So we got like cowboy hats, the beret, like a French frog, not to be confused with French fry. I don't know why his tablet is backwards. There we go. That's a good one. I really like this one. I think this might even be in a future one. Let's turn this back. Get my folder back. Okay. Also, these are generated. It was very quick, and then I animated it. So I drew the head and stuff. This was just a fast way of, this was a long time ago, of getting the models, and then I would just animate the face myself. So I hand drew his, you know, the mouth, the eyes, the whole face, like doing the animations here. I made those, and we're gonna do the exact same process now that I did then, except this time the thing is completely from scratch. Turn that off, and we're gonna do this. Let's see. This is also, okay, let's get rid of that one. That doesn't need to be on the desk. This is also like an idea when I was coming up with like some sketches for doing like cell phone wallpapers. I think that this in the little store here, K McKing mac and cheese bites, I think that was gonna be, I think that was Super Cool Guy's request for December, I think. But if he comes in, he usually comes in on Sunday, I will ask him, just to clarify, if he even remembers. He might not. It was like a few weeks ago. But I had forgotten, and I offered to do like what was it? A frog Darth Vader. but I think he wanted this. And then these are mac and cheese bites and other weird things I put on there. So anyway, I want to do these things soon. We really need to get to this. I want to animate the face. Maybe do a little work on the tree here. And so we do this. This is the frame. This is it. And then this too. So everything. There. So all of this is our actual streaming overlay. The middle part is just sort of like a intro screen. And I want to get this done before the end of this month. And I really would like to get him done today. Work on this tree a bit. Maybe sketch in some gifts and things. So we have like a general overlay that we can then use and put on for December. And we'll put this up on December 1st. And we'll use it throughout December until Christmas, and I will continue working on the middle scene here, the intro screen too. And the great thing is that this is easily reusable for next year. So we put in the work now, and then I can use it next year. And then we won't have to worry about any of that. What is there's something weird with my task manager. It like keeps flickering and refreshing in weird ways. Anyway, hey Strider, welcome in. You got your first, you got your stock. Task manager does not flicker. It did. It did. It's like it did some weird refresh or something on screen. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Okay. So let's turn down our music a little bit because it's a little bit oppressive. And let me know if my volumes are okay. They should be. It's sort of the marks where I have them normally these days. And we are going to work on animating this face. So I want to bring in, like, he's getting animated today. Just a few days ago, 30-year birthday for Task Manager. OG, really? It will not flicker. Okay. Yes, the face. Oh yeah. I just exported. I'm trying to find it now. I try to find. There we go. I will drag this in and we'll start working on it. Let's see. Maybe this just drags it. Won't drag into this. It'll make a new frame. Right. Excuse me. Also, pro tip: if you're wanting to drag and drop things into your current work, you'll have to drag it over to the menu side or your layers side and drop it into here. If you drop it in the middle, it'll create an entirely new project. Dave something for the OG maker of Taskman EXE, and I still use it every time I'm on the Windows machine. Oh, really? Taskman EXE. It's important because I went crazy trying to figure out how to just drag and drop stuff into here. I saw YouTubers doing it all the time, and I'm like, how are you doing that? Mine always creates a second one, a second project. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of if I need like a size thing for this. I don't think so. The rest is going to be transparent, so let's just give this a try. Let's grab this, and no, not this. Grab this square. The shape tool, where are you? The shape tool, no, it's not that. I'm trying to grab my, lasso. There. And we'll just start a little thing here. And this should just be a perfect square, because I'm holding shift. And that's another little pro tip. If you don't hold shift, it'll make these in various shapes. Hold shift, and it'll snap to a square, or any other, whatever shape you have selected. Circle, frog, that kind of thing. Okay, so how do we do this again? He's selected, and we crop the selection. There, I think it's the edit menu, right? Crop. Boom. That's what I want. Now I will just create extra frames in here, and then I'll export them one at a time, and I'll import them into my app, and we'll see if we can get him to talk. Mr. Coolish! Oh my god, I just looked over. I just now looked over and saw the coolest human being in the world right there in my stream. I hope you're doing well. How are you today? I'm doing good. Thank you. I have started streaming an hour later. I started that yesterday, so a little bit later. Hopefully that helps people get into the stream. Make it a little bit more like US friendly in some ways. Although my main audience is in Europe, so I apologize. I do favor that time zone, because that's where all my people are. And just UK in general. Oh, also, you got here when we were doing this. Here is what we're doing. This is going to be our winter overlay, or Christmas overlay. And what'll happen is this middle part here. Let's get this so you can't see anything. It's hard to even see the cursor. So the middle area here is just our idle screen when the stream starts, and then the outer, that will fade away when we start to stream, and the outer part will be our overlay during the stream. So where is it? Frog. There we go. Where is my stuff? There. That'll fade away, and then this will be the overlay. And this will be a Christmas tree up in front. I'll have ornaments. We're going to have Christmas presents on the floor here, and they'll be scattered and piled up, and we'll have some names on the presents. They might be hard to see, but we'll put names on them. You're on the list, Mr. Coolish. You get a gift. All the regulars. Friends of the stream. And we have... Oh, and he'll have frog deer in front. And he'll be smaller. We'll make him smaller so he fits here. I'll size everything down. This will be in the overlay. So he'll have a little frog deer in front. And we'll have a little red frog in front to be Rudolph. And if I can get all that freaking done, that's all going to get done during December, I think. It's a ton of work. I'm going to have to do a lot of it off stream, I think. But this is what we're working on today. This is our current thing that I have been working on. And then this middle part is just sort of sketched in for the moment. But, you know, I have some basic fills. We haven't really started to render yet. But what it is a scene of... and I thought it was Norman Rockwell painting. And I had always loved this painting. I did not realize it was Haddon Sundblom, I think. I'm trying to remember the name, but it's a beautiful painting. And what it is, it's Santa Claus putting, like, he's gonna put Christmas presents in there, and he's like, you know, next to the fireplace. And it's kind of dimly lit, and there's a couple of children in pajamas, like, watching him, and he doesn't see them. And so this is like my version. It's not a copy of what he's doing. It's not like everything, like how I did the Mona Lisa as a frog. It's not like that. This is just has the same concept, but it's not the same setup. And so we have the two little frog children, maybe a pair of brothers, and they're sort of behind the chair to the side, watching as he's putting, there's a gift in his hands, as he's putting gifts under the present, or under the tree. We'll do a little painting back here. Maybe I'll try to do a little painting of the frog family. So we'll do like a mom and dad, and then the two kids. If I have time, we have stockings back here, which we'll put some names. I think I'll put like Woo Woo, like we'll do the mods back here. So like Woo Woo and Pi, Heimdall, Ulrich. Right? Thank you, Mr. Coolish. I fish. I could be friend. No, you are in. You're on the list as well, Strider. I want to make sure that it is there. Let's see. Art Vault. Which one is it? Is it? I never have the right notes for this. Project ideas. I put under general notes. Homework. Here. You should be there. Yes, here. Strider. These are the people that are on the list that I could remember. The ones that come in often. If is Marto on here? Did I put him on the list? He should be here. Yes, he's the first one. I have one for Joy as well, because of course I do. Also, she really loved Christmas, so I think that's fitting. She'll get a gift under the tree. And if I've missed anybody, let me know. We have also a couple of people, like Tenavine, for instance, and the Super Cool Guy, which are YouTube viewers, and you know, really cool people, and they're here as regularly as they can be. I always like having them around. So that's the thing. That's what's going on. Mr. Atomic, I'm doing good. You're on the list, aren't you? Also, if you guys looked at this and you didn't see your name, say so. Right. Don't be afraid. Siler. Okay. I don't think you're on this list. I have to do a search because it's hard for me to even read this today. No. Okay, so I did not put you on the list. We're gonna fix that. You'll be just under Lucidius. There we go. I made another list though. I made a different list, and I made an initial list, and then I lost it. So this is a second list. I had to do the whole list again. I searched my whole PC, could not find the list that I know that I did during the stream. So yeah, this is a new one, and I'm not losing this one. This is in my Obsidian. I don't know what I did with the other one. It must have been like a TXT document or something. Let's do a save. These are some of our wallpaper ideas that I'm going to be doing. This is in the future. I'm going to, in the very near future, my focus is going to be cell phone wallpapers. I'm going to upload them to like a server and have a phone app for iPhone and Android that it just basically allows you to download them and use them as wallpapers. So it'll be a wallpaper app, Braxton Wise. I'll use it to promote the stream. I may have to charge something like $1.99 or something to pay for the fees that they charge, but we'll do I'm sure I can do free codes and stuff, and we'll do that. I'll give out a bunch of free codes to everybody at the stream when I launch this. So fear not, you won't have to pay $2 for it. But I think it'll be good for helping to promote the channel, promoting my artwork. Maybe. That could be fun. Okay, so now we're going to animate my frog head here, and hopefully, at least. All right, here we go. I need to create a background. It creates its own background or paper layer when you start a project the real way, but it doesn't when you just drag something in. So I'm just going to create a paper layer and give it a color. Where's my no, this doesn't have that, darn it. I'll just bucket fill with the magic wand with what, the light gray that I usually use. Should we go for a darker gray? I just feel like that's dreary. But it's easier to see my stuff though. I do have to change it though sometimes if one I'm working on has the same tone. I'll have to change it, you know. I don't know, let's go with the middle gray. There is some stuff here I need to erase. We have to do some cleanup. Alright, we'll do that. Well, it's better if you don't erase on the paper, Braxton. Hey. I feel like I'm not real happy with the edge of this beard though. because of course I'm not, but I do think that it's irrelevant at the moment. I need to get the proof of concept going. I'll either leave it like this or we'll... I mean, there's so much going on. It's not like people are going to be, hey, that beard looks unfinished. Right? So I don't think that that'll be a problem. We'll just leave it, and I might, you know, detail the beard a bit more. I don't think I'm going to move the entire head. I'm just going to open the mouth and close the mouth. That's it. I'm not going to move this around or anything. It's exactly like what you see with my frog on screen. It's just going to move its mouth. And I turned up his sensitivity, so he's not quite doing it all the way today. I guess I turned down his sensitivity. That's a better way to say it. But I had a music thing on. Had some like copyright-free music in the background, and it was getting loud. And it had started making my frog talk yesterday, so I lowered the sensitivity. Hey, oh Yadasak. Welcome. You like it like this? As every Finnish person knows that it is not real Santa from Forest of Finland, so it's okay. Okay. No problem. Then we'll just leave it like it is. Let's do... mouth closed. Well, these are too long. We'll just call this 1. Frame 1. We'll just prep these real quick. Okay. All right, first of all, let's refine this one. And do some touch-ups on him now that we have him isolated. Okay, we're not going to fuss over these eyes too much at all. Well, I guess by eyes I mean pupils. Frog pupils are crazy. Okay, what else needs to be done on this? Mouth.
Budweiser ear.
What's up, Servo? Thank you very much. Welcome in. You scared me. You jump scared me. I hope you're proud of yourself. And this is we're gonna animate the head today. No, I don't want to have to do that. See, it's this guy on the left. So he'll replace my talking frog when I get his head done today. You did make a frog jump, actually. I'll keep this all very simple. Okay. He needs now. I think this is fine. I'll do more touch up because I can't stop myself. I'm trying to shade in like the fleece. I guess it's fleece. That's what I think it is, you know. They make that stuff. It's like some kind of fleece. So I'm trying to make that texture. There. I'll grab like a highlight. Do I want to do the highlights right now? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, let's make another thing. Check our chat here. I don't trust YouTube to stay connected. Frame 2. Let's do... Should I just do a full-on copy? And move the mouth? Yes, because it's not a separate mouth. I mean, yeah. It's not a separate thing. Because I'm not just putting the mouth onto this. the whole head is the removable. The whole head needs to get swapped out. Is that how we do it then? Wait. Okay, I thought I had painted on the wrong layer again. Alright, so let me get my head straight. Right, let's do this, and I don't need to capture the whole thing. Then do what? Copy. I'm on the wrong frame. Right, I have to go here. Copy. Paste. And darn it, that's right. Doing these ahead of time, it labels them like this. So this is a copy. We'll call this, I need more labeling on this. I just can't get it all in there. Which that sucks. So how am I going to label these? Because I can't, they're too small for me to actually see them. But the label required is long. It's like mouth closed, eyes open. So can we abbreviate that? M. How about that? We'll do this one as mouth closed, eyes open. So how about this? M, C. E, O? No. It's too cryptic. My brain just cannot, I'll forget what that is. But we'll try it. And then we don't need these then. Because they'll just make their own. Mouth closed, eyes open. No. Hold on, I have to go open this thing again. It gets complicated because the thing does not store the images inside of it. Or it does, but it hides it from you. So getting to it is kind of a roundabout. crap. This thing just, it wants to stay underneath everything, so I can't like bring it on top of stuff because it's not supposed to be in the way of stuff. So you see, it doesn't even show a preview until you let go. It's kind of annoying. Alright. This is where it stores them. I wish I could just open a folder and look at them. This is really inconvenient. Close mouth. Open mouth. I think that's eyes open. It's hard to see these things. I think it's open mouth. Alright, it does give the rest of the tag, okay. Closed mouth, blinking. Yeah, but that's not blinking. Okay, I think we just replaced them one at a time if I remember right. So I can get this back over there without... It is really annoying to move this thing around. It's supposed to stay out of the way, but it's just, it does it too well. It makes me have to minimize everything before I can get to it. It just always sits at the bottom of the pile. Okay, hopefully I've got this right. His mouth closed, eyes open. Alright. This shouldn't be, well, we'll just move around. These things are confusing me. Eyes closed, eyes open, and that's this one. So that one's fine, it doesn't need to be messed with. This is the one we want. How does my other one close? Do they close in the middle? I don't remember anymore. How did I do that? Where's my drawing for that? Here we go. So I completely close so that there's the bottom. It's not like where your eyelids kind of meet in the center. Alright. Oh wait, my stuff was delivered. Hold on. BRB. I apologize here. Where's my Okay, one moment. Okay, here we go. That was my duvet cover. Why is it that I wasn't seeing that bot in the chat? I looked over at my other screen and there was a bunch of bots. Why is it that that this doesn't show me the bots? I'm really becoming very unimpressed with this streamer bot. It's, there we go. Wow. All right. How many more inconveniences can we have today? Is it doubling because... All right. Turn that off so it doesn't influence the other one. It's just a fast blink. I should probably be doing this on a layer above it, shouldn't I? And we'll drop it down. I will shade that with the same. Just put a little bit of eyelid down there. Welcome in, Garrett.
24601 asked me, tell me an interesting frog fact. Did you know that the world's largest frog is the Goliath frog? Native to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, these massive amphibians can grow up to 12.5 inches in length and weigh over 7 pounds. That's like having a froggy workout partner ready to leap right into action. Imagine hopping around with that kind of heft.
You know, Garrett and I both knew that fact already. Let's look at how I did this one. I think I'll shade the bottoms. We'll do like a weird, tricky little shading thing here. Because he was more cartoony and heavy lines, and this one is painty, so we'll just do this. The more you know, the more you grow. Those were, and for those who are young and only know that as a meme, that came from a thing on, it's like a, it was a little commercial, and what was it on? Was it like the G.I. Joe stuff? No, it's and now I know, and knowing is half the battle. That's one of them. That was a G.I. Joe thing at the end, but they also had these little things for kids between cartoons where it would talk about morality and stuff like that. The more you know, and then there'd be a little star. Wasn't it like a rainbow and a star or something at the end of it? The more you know, the more you grow. I think that was the whole slogan. But it was always for kids, always in the afternoons or in mornings for, I think it was just a weekend thing because of cartoons. There. I just don't want the transition to be super sharp right here, and then we'll shade the bottom. This is only going to be, it's going to be quick. This won't even be there for more than a couple of milliseconds. Like that, and we'll do a highlight on top. A very subtle highlight. I don't do real strong highlights. It's not like a rule or anything. I just tend, I guess I just don't do it. Followed immediately, like, beg your parents to just buy this junk. Yes. Basically. The world has a lot of Gen X stuff in it, and I don't think people realize that. Gen X is kind of like the forgotten generation, even though they were in about the most influential time when things were changing and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We were largely left to our own devices, unparented, almost completely unparented. We did all kinds of crazy crap. jumping kids on your bike with homemade ramps. You have a bunch of kids lay on their backs side by side, and you get going, and you jump over them and almost kill one of them. That was like normal. That was like typical afternoon for a Gen X kid. You're either on the ground risking your life, or you were on the bike jumping your friends. 0%. Wow. But Garrett loves crazy crap. Did I overwork that eye? No, I think that's fine now. Okay, there we go. Blink done. For this one. Yeah. Save. Why is it doing this, man? I just don't understand. Oh, it's because it's making it a freaking PNG. Holy crap. Now we have to redo everything. It started off with making it into a PNG instead of opening a Clip Studio file. Damn it. So, why does it let you do that and then tell you later? Right. Well, this is not what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can export this or save as some other file type. So we can convert this to something real and usable. There. I wish it wouldn't do that. I don't understand what the point of it is. Okay, we can save now. Hopefully it did what I asked it to do. Right, let's drop these down. And save again. Like that. I don't know why it's doing. It's because it's just a little bit more transparent at the edges, and it fills it out and makes it seem like it got larger. Although there is some stuff here that does need to be erased. I don't know where these are from. Is the other one like that too? Like, did I miss these smudges, or did it just... maybe I did. I was pretty sure I cleaned all of this up before we started. Okay, then we got Okay, here, we'll clip this one out. Not clip, but I mean select this out. No. I have to do this, this. Okay, this is mouth closed. No, mouth open. Eyes open. Okay, here we go. I'll put that line there, and my hand completely ignored it. There we go. And no, I have the bottom of the mouth moving, don't I? Well, that's because his head is tilted back too. If we do this, just as a quick mock-up. Does it look better this way, or like the way I have mine right now, the one that's actually talking, with the mouth going down, or the bottom, the jaw going down instead of the upper lip up? It feels a little unnatural. It's just that, yeah. I feel like I want the beard to drop down, but still, I don't think this looks good at all. No good. No bueno. No boa. No boa. Okay, how's that? Talk, 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 talk. Talk, 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 talk. I'm looking up here to see, in the upper right, to see kind of what it'll look like in small size. Talk, 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 talk. Okay, I think that's fine. If anyone thinks that's weird, well, I don't know. You'll have to tell me why it's weird and then tell me how to fix it. That's how it works here. Oh, you know, Walmart is having its Black Friday stuff. I don't really see any great deals. There's other stuff I need to get, so they're not impressing me with anything. I was hoping that the stuff that I had on my wish list would be on the sale. It was not. I have the thing I'm really wanting is a thermal label maker for you know, making shipping labels. And it's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I could send stuff to it through my phone and get it to print out labels while I, you know, prep orders to take them down to the post office. I want one badly. They're not. This one is not expensive. I have seen the alternative. It was very expensive. I was like, well, I guess I'm never getting one of those. And then I found this other brand, and everyone has really good things to say about it, so I'll take the risk. Sometimes buying less expensive tech is not a good idea. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. What did I do with that mouth? It doesn't line up. Anyway. I feel like I'm messing this mouth up. Of course, I feel like that every time I draw. I always feel like I'm messing it up. Like, well, there you go, Braxton. You had it good, and then you just screwed it all up. I think we're fine, though. Hey, yo, woo woo. Welcome in. At least you got a nap. That's the important part. Thank you, it's good to see you. We're animating the frog head today. We did the blink, like eyes. There. We got a blink frame. We're gonna do eyes open, mouth open, which is what we're doing now. Bah! Bleh! 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 Okay. What emails? Never mind. Inside joke. Okay, this drops down to this one. Do I need to put a tongue in it? Or here, this needs to come further this way. No one is going to see this. I don't know why I'm putting a highlight on the lip right now. Let's try and do a tongue in here. Okay, tongue. What did I do with that one? I don't think I put a tongue in the other one. In the original, it doesn't have a tongue. Should we just go with this instead? Mine, you can see mine has like a pink sort of color inside. Okay, I'll try that one. It's like a blackish pink. This is probably a bad idea. Just because it's going to take a lot of extra time here. When black would have been perfectly passable. Instead I just went too far. Because now I also don't like this. No. I know, I had a thought and then I decided against it. I'm probably way off here. How's that? Talk, 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 talk. I think that's fine. I'm good with that. Let me make a little adjustment here. Just we have all this black on the edge now. I don't have to sort of overcolor because the anti-aliasing is sort of a mess. It is messy stuff. It's a lot of effort to put into something that you're only going to see for a couple of milliseconds. No one ever accused me of being efficient. It just looks weird. There we go. That's far less weird. Okay, I think he's good. He's good to go. I mean. Nah, nah, nah. Okay. Mouth open, eyes open. Mouth closed, eyes open. Mouth closed, eye closed. Okay, then we need mouth open, eyes closed. So let me fix this. And we'll do hold on. Copy, paste. Mouth open, eyes closed. I'll just do like I did before. And here. Oh, whoa, whoa. My duvet cover got here during the stream. I don't look forward to figuring out how to put the thing on. But still, it's here. Yeah, well, there's a reason why we use a top sheet. It's easier. It's really easier. So I'll have to figure it out. It's like a green. Actually, it's kind of this color green. Like a sage green is what they call it. And you flap it. Well, okay. There's another way, though. And the one that I've been seeing is the burrito roll. So you take the duvet and you put it flat on the bed, and you take the cover, put it on the bed, put the duvet on top, then you like tuck it into these tabs and roll it all up, and then pull the thing over around one end and unroll it again, and it like and it's like in there. I'm serious. Look. I wonder if this is this like a copyright thing if I watch someone's YouTube on stream. People do the reaction YouTubes all the time. Let's see. We'll try this burrito roll duvet. No, not Rachel. It has to be some regular schlub like me. It can't be like a high-end TV personality. They'll have like licensed music and crap in the back. Here. Here, alright.
Hi everyone. Putting a duvet cover on can be such a
You just watch her.
Here's how to do it in less than 5 minutes. First you start with the duvet cover inside out and lay.
Hopefully her music is copyright free.
Opening at the top of the headboard. Next, spread out the duvet on top of the cover, making sure all 4 corners are spread out.
Oh, watch.
Now we're going to secure the duvet to the duvet cover.
That's what the ties are for.
Putting a safety pin on each corner of the duvet and tying that.
Okay, that's too much. Why are you safety pinning? That's too much. Already I'm tired. Mine has a little corner thing, a little strap on each corner for this.
It keeps it from sliding around.
Maybe that's how the Americans are done.
And now we're ready
No,
to
I've saw
start putting it in
British
the
people
cover.
doing these too.
So I'm gonna start at the bottom and fold it up, just like this.
But look,
and keep rolling it up.
she's rolling it all
like
up.
A burrito.
Burrito roll. Okay, now watch. Here's the trick.
Once the whole thing is rolled up like a burrito, it's time to flip the cover right side out. I find the opening of the cover and flip it around the roll like I'm folding socks. I then do this along the whole roll until the duvet is inside the cover. Then it's time for the fun part. I unroll the burrito and the duvet is in the cover. Ta-da! And how easy is that?
Easy.
Less than 5 minutes.
You see what I'm saying?
Watching.
That's what I'm going to try to do today. We'll give her a like. They better not inundate me with a billion videos from her either. I'm just saying. YouTube does that when you like stuff. It does though. It does. And I've seen this all over the internet from various countries. Mine has little corner things that you kind of stuff it in this little strap just to hold it in place as you roll it. So, I don't know. But that's how I'm going to try it. Because I don't know if I could do the whole flapping thing. That's that's a lot of work. And notice she still had a top sheet. I'm telling you, we do this. She still had a top sheet. Comforters specifically are, I think, a little bit fluffier than a duvet, and they are meant to go with a top sheet rather than have a duvet cover. Although I'm sure they would fit. If you have a regular comforter, you could probably just buy a duvet cover to fit it. But yeah. Really? Wow. Okay. Because all the ones I see have ties and stuff on the corners. But you could just, take a safety pin and do that without needing the ties. She didn't even do the ties. She just used the safety pins in it. Oh, turn my music back on. Okay, is he done? I think he's done. Let's drop that down. Or merge down. And then I will... But if you only flap it a bit to kind of get it on, then pull it up manually to the corners, then flat. That sounds complicated and flat from recently tucked and to just even out. Well, the thing is, my arms, my shoulders and my elbows and wrists are tweaked because of all the music and stuff for decades. So my tendons will start getting tweaked if I have to do those kind of motions. So the burrito roll is probably the easiest on my arms. I'm gonna try to figure it out. It's like the time, I hope it's not like the time that I tried to learn how to fold a fitted sheet. It was so complicated. I've still never been able to do it. I still can't do it. I just wad them up. Okay. Which one's which? I'll just export all of these to the folder that I created so I have like a place to put them. These are all saved, right? No. Still another save left. And these can all be JPEGs. No. There. I don't know if the thing has a file size limit. Probably not. It's just a talking head. We need PNG. Okay. This is Santa Frog head. M-O here, hyphen M-O-E-C. And you don't go in that when you go in my little repository for this. Wait, why is it doing that again? It's literally exporting to the exact same place that I literally have to do this multiple times now. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? It's supposed to remember the last place I exported to, and it's not. It's now just choosing where it wants to go. Why is it choosing this moment to fail me? It's just an inconvenience. I have to like copy paste the file location and do this back and forth to get it there. It would be nice if it would just remember my last location like it's supposed to. M-O-E-O. This is a bit weak. I really should darken up the mouth. All right. C-E-O. Okay, now we have these. There's another coffee mug. And they have enough coffee mugs, Rexton? Okay. Here we go. Let's see. And of course, it's absolutely not going to be on top where it's visible. Oh, let's see what crazy thing it does when I'm over here. It really is difficult to deal with. I kind of am starting to hate this thing. It's just so annoying that it stays underneath everything. You have to clear away everything just to get down to it. Let's see. Closed mouth, eyes open. Replace image. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad it's over here because I now have to dig through a bunch of documents. This thing just really does not want to let me just save in the last place I saved at. Let's see if I have this still on the clipboard. What was I doing? Eyes open, mouth closed. M C E O. Okay. There we go. Stuff's going on. And trippy, isn't it? I can't see anyone right now. I did have to minimize everything because this stupid thing sits at the bottom of the pile, so I cannot see anyone until we're done messing with this. Open, mouth open, eyes open. E-O-C-O. E-O-C-O-O. Well, look at that. It actually, it is full on messing with me today. It literally just brought me back to the most recent folder. I don't know why it was doing that earlier. M-O-E-O. Yes. M-O-E-O. Let's see. Is that eyes closed, mouth closed? M-C-E-C. Okay, I don't know. Oh, look. It's happening. Eyes closed. Mouth open. M-O-E-C. Where are you at? Okay, did we do it? I think we did it. I think we have a talking frog head now. Let's bring up the chat when I can find it. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. Also, why on earth do we have two freaking chats over here? Is it always like that? It can't always be like that. I have two chats. Why are there two chats? I can't see it either. It's on my dashboard. StreamerBot chat is separate. There's a chat. What was that from? There, that's what that was supposed to be. Huh. Maybe I turned the wrong one on last time. When I thought that I had turned it off, or turned it back on, maybe it was the other one that I did, and I didn't turn this one on. You know, when I was trying to do the video recording at the beginning of the stream, I may have just flipped it. So, what do we do? I need to figure out how to move this thing around, I guess, don't I? Let's make it into studio mode so I can see it. And we are now in OBS just by default. There. See, so I can move him around. I can size his head to fit on stuff. Right? Yeah, it looks good. Ho, ho, ho. Rivet, rivet, rivet. Is that how frogs? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Frogsmas. Okay, I like that. So now, let's see if we can just fit him on top of a thing. Just for now, just so we can see what he'll look like. Are you ready? Turn off the head here. And, yeah. Well, this is now where I come over to the other window and move this manually. But I just cannot see this thing. It's too small. Here, so I have to do this. You probably can't see it. I'll line it up while it's large. There. I have it set so that you can't see it when it's off screen. That way you don't get the, or when it's in the camera view, that way you don't get that infinity thing. There we go. Look. We did it. He's talking and he's sitting there, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to be over there on the left. What's that? Oh, you mean him? Or you mean actually me? Because I don't have a camera on. So he's going to be over here in the corner. And I'll take him and I'll take the sleigh out. This will be a... Oh, okay, let's do that. Not me. Okay, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? You're freaking me out. You're scaring me. Okay. So let's try to do this for realsies. Okay? Also, I think my mic is slipping down. Alright, I think we're fine. No, it's my... There we go. It's that one... My compression knob. I think as the thing heats up, it like moves a little. Or something. It's hard to see you through the window. Let's see. I will move this out of the way. And yes, we have a disembodied frog head. I'll just move him to the corner. Down here. And just so we can see, because I want to see how much space all this takes up. This dot is there for a reason, don't worry. It's one of my little color dots. So we'll export him with no, I keep calling that overlay. Why didn't I know I guess I renamed that later. It's supposed to be wreath. But I named that one wreath. So I guess I'll leave that one overlay. Zachary Fed, welcome in. I'm making this to go on top of this. Let me show you real quick. See this head? Goes on top of the Santa. and he'll be part of my overlay. In fact, we're going to test it out right now in an unfinished state. So let's get rid of the idle screen. And let's get rid of that dot because it is annoying me now. It's there to preserve one of my colors, but I can get to it again. So Christmas tree will be in the front and we'll render a little bit of this today. This is our overlay. So let's export just like this to this is what wow, this really is going back to this strange sketch. Oh, it's okay. Weirdly, it's when I'm exporting, it's going back to the file where this is kept. It's not going back to my most recent save. At least now I know what it's doing. That's a help. Where are we going to put that? Let's put that in the folder with the other, with the frames that I drew for the animation. Winter overlay. That's good. That's good. Okay, now we have to load this into OBS. I would love to be able to drag and drop. That would just make all this so much easier. I wouldn't have to keep copying and pasting file locations. Let's see. I'll just add. Image. Proxendo overlay. And where are you at? Well, I should still have it on the clipboard. Oh no, we're not showing. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull this in front of the screen here. Although you probably won't be able to see it. Turn off studio. It's kind of big, so it's gonna take a second for me to work this down. Snug that up into the corner. Snap that down. And he's gonna be big, so what I think what I'm gonna have to do is well, either leave him huge or separate him out and bring him in as another layer. So this wreath and the Christmas tree up front will be their own layer, and then on another layer we'll put that into OBS and in small in him. But for now because I knew I would have to do this. I knew I would have to shrink him down, but I wanted to keep enough pixel space in there so that I could have room to work and have detail room. Then I was going to shrink him down later, so that's what we'll do. And he's going to be huge for right now. Hold on, where's my frog head? Oh, he's underneath. Drag him above. There. That's. Let's line him up a little better. This does not happen quickly. This is the reason I didn't want to leave his head on the body, because any kind of alignment problem and you would see it. Alright. How's that? What if he is big? Is that a problem? Is he big enough to like cause a problem? Like visually disruptive or anything? Let's go back to studio. I think we're good. That's very cool. What did that do? Weird. Okay, never mind. Are we fine now? Yes, we're fine now. I didn't have this focused. Okay, we can turn the head back on so it just looks normal. And are we gonna work on frog deer? No, we're not. We're just gonna render some tree, I think. Well, look, while I'm doing this, why don't I move him to his own layer instead? Actually, we don't need to do that. I'll just get rid of the tree here, and we'll do another tree layer. Okay, FU tree. Foreground tree. You like it? Is it too big though? I do want to make him a little bit smaller so we can put some like a little village down below him, like a little vignette. But I think it works. So at least we have proof of concept today. And we won't keep this here for today. I mean, we'll keep it here for today, but we won't use this for the rest of the month. We'll do this on December 1st. This is just to make sure it's working. Yes. Yay, it's live. We're doing it. We're doing it live. If you feel it's too big, you could drag it off screen a little. Well, I still want to isolate him so he is in there in a separate layer in OBS, so I can resize him just like I can do with the head and everything. But I can move him back, that's true. And that can give us a little bit more room too. Because there's still enough real estate back here where you would still be able to see stuff. And you can, you know, you can lose a bunch of that and not have a problem. So okay, we just do a tree and eliminate this. Here, get that back in there. It's too empty. What I'm really wanting to do is render the idle screen here badly. I don't like looking at it so sketchy and messy. Alright, so let's fix this stuff. Oops. Think of the children. Oh, that's why I was covering it up, because... Oh crap, let's not do that. We have to undo all that. That's part of that. Yikes. I'm on the wrong layer, of course. There we are. My mistake. Let's do this just in case there's something underneath them, which there probably is. Or I missed a space. Okay, let's do a tree. I will do this. Well, no, not that color specifically. There. And we'll make this one to be like the one in the foreground to be like this. It doesn't have to be giant though. Also, it can be partially off screen to give us a little bit more real estate, I think. I have to figure out how to make this look like a tree. I haven't done a lot of digital pine trees in my life. In fact, this is kind of my first. Go back to that. So how do we do that? Do we need it that big? It's gonna be big. Oh, it's gonna be big. So when we do this, it'll be... Yeah, it's about like that. Woof, that's too much. It'll be like this on the screen. We could go larger. Crap.
Please specify.
Stop, shut up. Holy shit, shut up.
More context.
Fuck, hold on, hold on. Oh my god, my stupid phone. It's my Gemini because it thought I said the word, the G word, and then it wouldn't let me swipe it shut. It's normally what happens. I just swipe the thing down to get it to go away because it's, you know, it got triggered and it wouldn't let me do that. And then it starts talking like, shut up. Sorry, I didn't mean to have a meltdown, but really, that crap is annoying. It's like it locks your phone and won't let you do anything. Like it just woke up. You know, like the unlock word unlocked it and it's not going to let you actually close it. Unless you fingerprint the thing and go through, you know, two-factor ID and crap just to tell it to shut the hell up. Like really it needs to have some way. Really, really, really needs some way to make that suck less. To make that less inconvenient. Let's figure out how to make a tree before I have a total meltdown today. Well, we have to have this shorter because Super Cool Guy will be at the top. So it still needs to have a top on it. No, you can't. I wish you could change the wake up word. But there's other things, like when I'm practicing Swedish, it will get triggered by all kinds of words. It's crazy. There's a lot of ooh sounds in Swedish. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm messing it up is what I'm doing. Here, you know what we need to do? We need to do it like this, like I did here. So, I'll do it like this, and this will be the base, and then I'll start doing I don't know, what was the brush that I used? Double fine line? No. Oh, is it the hairbrush? I think it was hair. Yeah, I think I had it already selected. Yeah, it was a hairbrush. We're just gonna practice a little section here and see if I can figure out how to make a tree. If we can do like a darker color. Turn my brush opacity. No, I need to figure out an overall shape, I think. And I have a smudge of the same shape. What if we decorate like that? I see some fast way of doing this, which I don't think we can do. Let's do like a... Let's harden that up. This here. I wonder if there's some way we can just kind of do like a streaky thing and fake it out a little bit with a little undercoloring, underpaint. And put these shadows in. It's much easier to paint these with oils and real brushes. Which is gonna be in the foreground, so it's gonna be kind of a hero shot, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, maybe that's the new strat. Do I play games off stream? Well, not anymore. I don't. I am an art streamer. I used to be a gaming streamer. I played lots of puzzle games, point and click games, lots of older games. I was often called a retro streamer, even though I didn't really deliberately go for retro. I did play a lot of older games, a lot of classics. I also did stealth games, lots of stealth games, lots of Thief. All the Thief games multiple times. And I did lots of shooters earlier on, but it was like towards the last couple of years I just did nothing but puzzle games. I think this needs to be less of that. Here, let's move that back a little bit. Turn back the clock on that. It needs to be smaller, I think, because I think this is working. What does that look like to anybody else? It's starting to feel kind of tree-ish, but... And we'll work on the edges here too, but I feel like that's a start. It's kind of like how we started with this, and I want it to come out like this, like we did here on the wreath. Or sash. Isn't that a sash? I think that's what that is. Damn it. So I'm gonna figure out some kind of an edge treatment here. Oops. Also, I think I want to put like a tree skirt underneath here. My grandmother made a tree skirt a very, very long time ago. I never, like my mother got rid of it or something, and I don't have it. And I think I'll add that like as a personal touch. I'll make like a simulation of my grandmother's tree skirt down here. I always try to put like personal touches in my work. Okay, cool. I feel like I recognize your name from games a while ago. Okay. I used to play on, I used to do a lot of streaming on the GOG channel, if you've ever been to GOG. Their official Twitch channel. I was a GOG streamer for several years. There's a lot of people who know me from that. There, so we can eat up that edge a little. Just give it a little bit of a something. Zhuzh. Well, I think we're zhuzhing. I don't know what this is going to look like when we're up close to it. It's going to be in the foreground, so we really do need to Kind of make a bit of a hero shot of it. That's probably it. Okay. Yeah, it was like 4 years, I think, that I was on the GOG stream team. I mean, I'm still on the stream team. I still have access to the private server and all that. I just don't stream for them anymore. Darn it. I keep forgetting about that shortcut. There, just something to fake this out a little, so I can end the stream with a little bit more progress. That's not awful, actually. That's kind of okay. If I take that hairbrush again, if I just have it in there. No, it's not. Where'd I have it? That's a Mark Brunet brush, actually. Okay, there we go. If we take that and I don't know, bring that up a little bit. Just something to give it like little needle shape things. I kind of wish I could spread these out a little bit more. Right, because it keeps making these... It wants to be... it's all just concentrated in the center. I want these outer bits too, but... this hairbrush just doesn't work well for that. Darn it, why does it keep going to that airbrush? There. Please stop. It's literally trying to drive me crazy. Boy, it really wants that airbrush no matter what. That's gonna be inconvenient. That means I can't do my little quick shortcuts. I have to reach up and grab that every time. So I do that and try to deepen these in a little bit. Yeah, it's not working, but I feel like I can make it work. I just need more reference or something. In fact, I don't have any reference up at all. Where's my thing here? We've got a whole bunch of references. What if we go with just something like this? We're just completely covered in lights. I don't have to worry about anything else. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, that might be one. This is the reference I used to make the wreath up there. This is the painting that gave me the inspiration. This is Haddon, there you go, Haddon Sunblom. It looks very Norman Rockwell, but it is not. And that is the inspiration for this one. That was the thing that I had in mind. And this is my, I guess, frog version. It's a beautiful painting. Oh, here. This is the reference. We need to keep that back here. Della. It's a little Swedish horse. Yeah, we can make it kind of bratty on the edges. It doesn't need to be this perfect. Another dollar. I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna do little toys in the Santa's sack. The one on my sleigh right here. On my, you know, with they'll have the toys in it. We'll have a few of these on the top of it. Oh, there's the head. That's no, not enough. Not enough. These are my other saves. I think this one might be the best one we have so far for trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, so if we can at least get the base in here, and then we'll I'll just take this one and do some little scratchy bits. What does that look like when we're up close? You know what? Maybe shorter strokes are better. This will all get mashed away anyway when I start doing shading. I just sort of want to confuse the shape, I think. And I also want to start following a shape, because they do tend to almost work in or grow in layers or something that yeah, they seem to be layered to me. See, I have an idea. If we just scrub this in, this tree is tall. Let's get a little bit more aggressive. And then I'll take the other freaking brush that it won't let me have. There we go. And pick out some of these. Start down here. Sort of making shadows, I guess. I'm sure there's a better way. I'm not aware of it though. It's a little better, sort of. Looks like it's curving weirdly. It's because I curved it off right there, I guess. And we'll have like a tree skirt. We'll grab that. How did it go? I have a square of it. I was there when she made it, and she had messed up a square. No, my great grandmother was actually doing it was crocheted, right? And my great grandmother was actually doing the crocheting, and my grandmother was next to her, taking those pieces and stitching them together. I mean, taking squares. She was I don't know if anyone knows what granny squares are. If anyone knows how to crochet. But she was making granny squares. And that's what it was made of. That's the thing. So she made a mistake, my great grandmother, and my grandmother was going to throw it out because you know you'd have to undo the whole thing with granny squares. Granny squares, when you change colors, you have to cut the yarn and add another color in, and to unravel all that and remake it, you can't really do it. Crochet doesn't work the way knitting does, where you can make repairs in it. You have to just undo the whole thing. So she was going to throw it away, and I was like, I want it. I'll take it. And so she said, here. She gave it to me. So I've had that for a very long time. And as young as I sound, I always have to say this. As young as I sound, I am very old. This was, I want to say 6 or 7 years old. So I would have been 15 years old. You know I'm not 15. Let's see. How long? If I was I 7? No, I wasn't, because I got a pocket knife for Christmas that year. They would have never given me that. I think I had to be at least 10. I must have been 10. So then that would have been 41, 42 years ago. There wasn't even internet back then. I don't know about this. I feel like this is terrible. There. Okay. So it's tree-ish. And then what will happen is I'll decorate this with garlandry and lightery. And we'll do, like on the edge, just little squirrely bits that hang out. You know how they get kind of hairy in spots, right? Especially the ones that aren't like totally perfect. And the real trees aren't. They're all kind of wonky. And we can start cutting into it a little bit too in spots. Oh, don't do that. That's not paint. Use your eraser, Braxton. Darn it. I picked up that color though. These need to be narrower. Okay, yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. It's like this. I want to show you the mine here. I've got it kind of expanded out. You see, it's these squirrely bits out here that I'm kind of thinking about. So I want, like, I guess I'm trying to make like a solid thing and then just sort of mix it up in here so there's just a bunch of jumble to give off this vibe here. And then on the edge we'll do little bits, hairy bits sticking out, and yeah, we'll confuse it with a bunch of garlandry and ornamentary. I think we'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be great. little shaping. See, sometimes I have like a little branch that wants to kind of come out, and then another one like hanging off it, like this and that. That's how it looks to me. Whoops. Sort of. Just quick. Just a little quickie. Man, I don't want to have to go to the store. I just don't want to have to leave the house today. I don't ever like leaving the house, but I wanted to order groceries, but I can't think of enough stuff to order. I know, but then I have to pay, you know, I have to pay extra if it's under like $35. It's like an extra $6.99 for delivery fee. So that's the thing. If there's really nothing that I need to get and nothing that's deliverable, then it's, you know, there's nothing I can add to it. I would have to just do multiples of what I already have, and some of that stuff is like I need to get more eggs, but I don't trust them. I got lucky the last time and they brought those eggs completely unbroken. This time, I don't want to press my luck. I do need to go in there. Okay. I'll do another layer and we'll do this on its own layer, and I will export him as his own thing, like right now, while I'm thinking about it. let's see, what do we call it? Frog Santa and sleigh. And let's see if we can grab that. Well, I'll mess with it later. It's time to go. I need to trim my beard real quick and then go out. Can't go out looking like a homeless person. So here, let's get this back going up. Let's get this back up. There you go. Crossing sentences now. Alright, here we go. I want everyone to have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back next Friday. And that's it. I'll see you next week.